Why does it have to be this week? The week that I have little to no free time. E3 has to happen this week, and I can't make the video as fast as I want to, and everybody else is making their videos already, and I can't do anything because I have things I have life to do. E3 has come and gone, folks. All the games have been revealed, the new gameplay has been shown off, and a tumbleweed floats across the once bumpin' halls of the LA Convention Center. And overall, that's not just because Nintendo basically only talked about Smash Brothers. It's partly because of that. There were definitely a lot of exciting announcements and good-looking games to look forward to, but I don't know, I suppose I just got my hopes up a bit too high this year. So here's how it's gonna go. I'm gonna skip through all the crap I don't care about and get right into the games I'm most excited about. Because, you see, it's all about me here. Me! Just kidding, I love you guys. So skipping over EA's pitiful excuse for a press conference, Microsoft showed off over 50 games at their own press conference, only 4 of which I'm actually excited about. Halo Infinite had a good trailer, Gears had decent enough whatever, but let's talk about Cyberpunk 2077. From the studio that brought you The Witcher 3. Everything you need to know about its incredibly detailed and fleshed out world is right there in the title, Cyberpunk. Get it? But they didn't show off much gameplay, which is infuriating, seeing as they had a closed-doors demo somewhere backstage. But we got this dope in-game engine trailer, and it's enough to get this guy real excited for a large-scale FPS adventure in this fully realized world. Samurai Dark Souls! Sekiro Shadows Die Twice is the next big title from Souls developer From Software. And though it looks to utilize a very Souls-like combat system, there's enough distinctions that separate it into something all of its own, such as the confirmation of no multiplayer, as to suggest a more focused one-player experience. Oh, and you get this sweet grapple hook, and boy, I do love me some grapple hooks. Swinging around all fucking willy-nilly like fucking Spider-Man, oh yeah! Aww, he's such a cute little fox. Tunic is a very obviously Zelda-style game, but dang, does it look gorgeous. It's got a very distinctive polygonal art style, and the combat looks pretty dang dope. It seems like a nice indie title to play between bigger releases, and if you've been around this channel long enough, you know that I kinda, sorta, mighta have a huge crush on The Legend of Zelda. So I'll give anything inspired by it a fair go. And speaking of things I need to give a fair go, Ori and the Blind Forest is a game I've had my eye on for quite some time, though I've never gotten around to actually playing it. But after seeing the gameplay trailer for its sequel, Ori and the Will of the Wisps, I'm starting to realize how much of an idiot I am for not playing this game. Utilizing creative platforming challenges structured into a Metroidvania-style map with what looks to be beautiful hand-painted visuals, Ori looks like a whimsical and charming adventure that for some godforsaken reason I have yet to play. Bethesda rolled out a slew of new announcements, such as Doom Eternal, a brand new Doom game made by the same team as the stellar 2016 reboot of the series. No gameplay on it yet, so keep a lookout for that in the future, fam. It's gonna be vicious. A big part of their presentation this year was focused on the newest title from the mind that is Todd Howard, Fallout 76, which, yes, is entirely online. Though entirely playable solo, you can join your friends or random strangers to tame the wasteland together. With a map 4 times the size of Fallout 4 and a focus on building and cooperation, Fallout 76 is shaping up to be an albeit different, but still incredibly fun Bethesda RPG. As for the future of Bethesda Game Studios, they announced the next 2 titles they'll be working on after 76 is complete. First up is Starfield. We just got a short teaser, but come on, Bethesda RPG in space? Sign me up. And after whenever that comes out, we got a confirmation that yes, Elder Scrolls 6 is coming. Teased with the most teasiest of teasers. We probably won't see this again until the turn of the decade, but that doesn't stop the hype train from rolling. Whoop woo! Oh, and there's also this Elder Scrolls mobile game that actually looks really fun. Crazy, right? Ubisoft's presser was pretty decent, but the only thing that really got me going was a look at Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Wow, a sequel already? Admittedly, I've been pretty out of the Assassin's Creed franchise for a while now, as the last game I really played was Revelations way back in 2011, while dabbling in Syndicate here and there. Though with the critical success of Origins and the incredibly rich history of ancient Greece, I might finally jump back into the bale of hay that is Assassin's Creed. With dozens of special abilities mapped to your liking, fast and frantic combat, and a large-scale world to explore, I'm pretty dang hyped for this one. Maybe I'll take a look at Origins in the meantime. Oh, and also at the beginning of the game you can choose your character's gender, and you'll stay that character for the rest of the game. As for me, I'll be playing as Cassandra, because unlike Battlefield 5's fanbase, I don't care if it's historically accurate, I just want to kill a bunch of Athenians and look fantastic while doing it. And on a completely unrelated note, the Toys to Life / space exploration game Starlink is going to feature Star Fox in the Switch version. And even though it might feel weird as hell sitting on my controller, I still really want that stupid R-Wing. As for the actual game itself, it looks to be a ship-centric No Man's Sky-esque deal. Fly around the galaxy, do some missions, all fine and dandy. Not sure if I'll actually jump on this come release, but it definitely looks cool. And Star Fox!
Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Bathtub Guy, and we're here at E3 to take some looks at this new game I'm gonna show you right now.
Sony showed off a good amount of quality games for sure, but they also made all of gamerkind anxiously sit through 2 separate live musical performances throughout the course of their presentation. Just show the games already, damn it. Like, nobody wants to watch fucking Flute Man over. Last of Us Part 2 is looking gameplay-wise incredibly similar to the first, which unfortunately I thought was the weakest part of the experience. Though when I play The Last of Us, the story is really my main draw, and Part 2 doesn't look to disappoint in that regards. Ellie captured my attention the moment she was introduced, and I'm excited to see how the character has grown in the years after the events of the first game. The next game that caught my eye is Ghost of Tsushima, which is without a doubt the most beautiful game I have ever laid eyes on. Like, wow. I'll be sorely disappointed if the final build doesn't look like this. Set in 1274 during the Mongol invasion of the Japanese island of Tsushima, you play as one of the last surviving samurai and fight to repel the invasion and the slaughter of the people on the island. It looks to play a lot like Assassin's Creed, funnily enough, but I've always wanted that franchise to explore this section of history, so I can't complain with what Sucker Punch Productions has shown us so far. And just like Sekiro, you also get a cool grapple hook in this game, which again I'm all for, but even this game can't top my excitement for this next game, which utilizes grappling hook mechanics pretty much exclusively. And of course, I'm talking about Marvel's Spider-Man for the PS4. Developed by Insomniac Games, the studio behind Spyro the Dragon and Ratchet & Clank, Spider-Man is shaping up to be the best interpretation of the web-slinger in video game format since Spider-Man 2, way back in 2004. Being able to utilize your environment in tandem with Spidey's powers looks to make for some fast and exciting combat akin to the Batman Arkham games, which is not a bad thing. With an open world New York City to swing around in, loads of interesting side quests and free roam activities, as well as a story revolving around the Sinister Six, it's basically the movie Sony Pictures never gave us, but in badass video game form, which is way better. As a huge fan of your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, I am beyond pumped for this game. The only problem in my way is that as of now, I currently do not own a PlayStation 4. Joel, I'm begging you, upgrade to the Pro and sell me your PS4, I need this game! And last but certainly not least, we have the big N, Nintendo themselves. Coming into E3, they had a singular goal at this year's convention: get everyone hyped about Smash Bros. Ultimate. Out of their 42-minute long presentation, 25 of those precious minutes were dedicated to the new Smash for Switch. And although I'm loving the wealth of info we got on that game, I was definitely hoping for some more games to pop up. Prime 4 anyone? Before they got to Smash, we got some news on some indie game releases, gameplay of the latest Fire Emblem game, as well as the most surprising announcement, Super Mario Party, which returns back to its board game roots of earlier games in the series, as well as some really cool dual-screen multiplayer utilizing 2 Switch consoles. Honestly, I was more excited about this than Smash when it was revealed. The Switch is the perfect console for Mario Party, and I'm surprised this hasn't happened sooner. But on to the main event. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is lit as fuck, fam! Every single fighter in Smash Bros. History is in this game. From Pichu to the Ice Climbers to Wolf and Pokemon Trainer, everyone, and I mean everyone, is back. We got not one, not 2, but 3 separate links. My young boy's back! In addition to the countless veterans, we as of now have 3 newcomers. Daisy, acting as a Peach Echo Fighter, Splatoon's Inklings, whose ink increases attack damage dealt to those splatted, and at long last, Samus Aran's archenemy, the purple space dragon who got his name from the director of Alien, Ridley, hits the big time. Turns out he's not too big after all. A bunch of new and returning stages, new mechanics like directional air dodging, perfect shield, and yo, hot take, just found out you can turn stage hazards off. It looks like this game is sort of trying to unite the various Smash Brothers communities towards a single game in an attempt to use these new mechanics to bring them all on board. Mechanics made to keep the game competitively viable for Melee and Project M fans, the wealth of playable characters from Smash 4, and a play speed that the lucky bastards that actually played it say it seems to fall somewhere between Melee and Smash 4. Faster than 4, but not as fast as Melee. Plus, you only start with the original 8 characters from the N64 and slowly build your way towards this massive roster that I'm convinced will grow even larger with some newcomers that have yet to be revealed, despite Sakurai saying,
I'm kind of hoping you aren't expecting too many new challengers.
There's definitely some more characters because they're going to need some more like marketing hits, unless they're just going to talk about the single player modes, which we still know nothing about.
we still have a solid 6 months for new character reveal trailers leading up to December 7th, so please Sakurai, I'm begging you, give me shovel. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate really looks like it's going to be the ultimate Smash Bros. Game that, by the way, you can play while pooping. We got to see a lot of really fantastic looking games at E3 this year, and before you ask me who won E3, just don't. It's not a competition, but rather a celebration that is all things gaming. And though certain presentations were rather awkward and underwhelming, the real winner of E3 is us, cause we get more look-sees at what lies ahead. Though there may not have been many big surprises this year, there were a bunch of quality titles I'm really looking forward to. And wow, look at that, I can play Fortnite on my Switch right now. Too bad I'm still terrible at it.
It's end slate time.
Thank you so much for watching the video. It really means a lot to me. I put a lot of work into all of these videos, so it's really nice when people actually watch them. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell because YouTube doesn't like notifying people unless they hit the bell. Sorry this one took so long. I had a lot of stuff going this week. I had a wedding last weekend and just a bunch of other miscellaneous work related things. But I'm back. Another video should be up shortly. Hopefully a little bit shorter wait time than this one, but I'm doing the best I can, fam.